Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Bree of Breelicious Stitches. Today we are going to be making a red heart all-in-one granny square. This will be my first time, so come along with me to do that. Today we're going to be trying the red heart granny square yarn. Never used it before. I've seen it. I have just this one and then the flower power one. I don't plan to use this for granny squares, but I do want to try it and see if I can get it right just for the one time. And that's what we're gonna do today. See if we can replicate one of these squares and how much back and forth we have to do. So I gotta take the freaking label off to see what it says. Okay, try to take the label off. Nice. Here's the yarn. It looks pretty accurate on camera. Orange, kind of a magenta color. This is like a deeper orange. It kind of looks red on the camera, but it's orange. And this is like a mustard. This color is soft white citrus twist, if you're interested. So set that. And let me kind of read this for a sec to see what they recommend. That's for the vest. Hold on. I'm wearing glasses and I can clearly read this, but I want to look it up. Let's look it up. Okay, so I looked it up on the Yarnspirations website. They said to use a 5.5 millimeter Susan Bates crochet hook. I don't have that. I won't be using that, but I will use a 5.5. I grabbed one. This one came from Shein. There's a video. Oh, here's the instructions step by step. So I got the instructions on Yarnspirations. The instructions come with the graph and the patterns. So we got our 5.5. It says to leave a 4-inch or 10 centimeter tail to weave in from the center pull. So here it is. And let me make sure. Okay, yes, we're starting with this orangey mustard color. Okay, so four inches. From where the color starts. Would be here. So a 4-inch tail. They want us to make a slip knot. I'm trying to be specific. I'm gonna leave a little more room. That's a little longer. I don't know. My tension's kind of loose these days. I don't know how it'll be with this hook, but okay. So make a slip knot with color 1. Chain 4. Maybe I should lower so you can see my hands. This is the best I could do. So I'll crochet up here. So we chain 4. And slip stitch into the first chain. Keep this hole open. repeat, hold on, with color 1, chain 4, yarn over hook, and draw up a loop, 1 chain made. Okay. Repeat last step 3 more times. Oh, I was being super specific. Okay. Join. Okay, first round, chain 6 counts as double crochet, and chain 3. Huh? Oh, the chain 1, 2, 3 is the double crochet, and then 1, 2, 3, and then put 3 double crochets in the middle. Weird. One, 2, 3. Yarn. All right, chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and repeat from star to star twice more. Chain 3, 2 double crochet in ring. What? Okay. Granny clusters. 3 double crochets. Okay, so after you chain 3, make sure I'm not getting the tail, double crochet 2, and then join with a slip stitch into the 3rd original chain. Okay, period, y'all. So this is our first round, and this is the yarn. So we did good. Okay. I don't like how they wrote these directions. It's for a super duper beginner, which is good, awesome. It's just the way they wrote it is weird, but it's fine. Note, each color aligns with 1 round in the motif with 5 colors in total. If too much color is left at end of round, pull back some stitches and slightly loosen gauge to rework stitches and finish at color change. If too little color is left, pull back some stitches and slightly tighten gauge to rework stitches and finish at color change. Excuse me. Okay, second round. With color 2, slip stitch in chain 3 space. Chain 6. Okay. So slip stitch and chain 6. I was so afraid that I was going to look crazy doing this because I never do gauge swatches or anything. If it's too big, it's too big. If it's too small, it's too small. I'm not doing it over. The first one is the gauge swatch. So this is cool that we got it on the first try. Hopefully it stays like that. 3 double crochet in the chain 3 space. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Turn this around. It's a little tight. So we got a lot for just the color change. Okay. Chain 1. 3 double crochet, chain 3, and 3 double crochet in the next chain 3 space. Okay, so the chain 1 is for your gap in the clusters. So then we're gonna 3 double crochets, 2, 3, chain 3 for your corner, and another 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and I'm assuming we're just gonna keep repeating that. Repeat from star twice more. Okay. And we need 2 more double crochets in this original square. This is how much we got left. I may have made them too small slightly. Yes, because show you, we have, it starts getting darker here for real, but it's still kind of orange. But here ish is where we have this much left. So I'm gonna go back and loosen my tension a little bit. Hopefully we can make this match up. Okay, I got it right to where it needs to be. So, and then we slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the chain 6 here. And now we're officially in the 3rd round. Okay, and we are right lined up. So this isn't too bad. Everyone that I see do it is always like, I don't like doing it like that, so I'm not gonna do it like that. And I suppose if you do it exactly how the pattern says, it'll work out for you. Like, I know we have our ways, but they designed it to be made exactly like this. I won't go on a rant. But now we're on round 3. This pretty magenta color. Magenta? Fuchsia? It's magenta. It's more purpley. So we got quite a bit of it. So I won't be stingy. Quite a bit before we change color. So we slip stitched. Slip stitch in the chain space, chain 6, and 3 double crochets. So I think I got the pattern down now. We lost yarn chicken. So I'm just gonna go back to I'm gonna just take this side down and see if I can tighten up a little bit. Tighten see if we can make this work out without me having to take the whole thing down. So I started from the chain 3 in this corner, 3 double crochets, chain 1, damn it, almost had it. So this is where we are. Losing yarn chicken again. I'm gonna have to take down this whole side. I'll just take down these 2 sides and try it again so we don't have to do too much frogging. I'm gonna take it down from here. Chain 1. And then we just need 2 . Ugh. We just need 1. I'm only frogging this. We gonna tighten that up. Last one. It's got a little orange in it, but we're gonna keep going. Okay, so this is the last one. 1, 2, 3. It's got a little bit in there. If I had taken the whole thing down all the way, we probably could have got where we needed to be, but it was not giving that at all. We took this down too many times. So now we're moving on to round 4. Chain 1, and we are losing yarn chicken again. So in the beginning, I was kind of just being loosey-goosey, but then I got nervous. So I was like, let me tighten up. So towards the end, I definitely tightened up. The first ones could have been a little tighter. We only need 2 double crochets here. We could probably get 1 done, and then it's gonna turn into the white. And because I know that, and that's fine with me, I'm just gonna move on. So double crochet, double crochet. And I know for a fact from watching these videos that it's gonna be way too long of a tail, I think. I don't know, but that's what we're gonna go with. So 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch. This you could have been able to ignore. This is so bright that you can't really ignore it, but we will be turning the other cheek today on it. Last one. Slip stitch into the corner, chain 6. And this time I'm gonna use a tighter tension. You're shitting me. Bruh. These all look pretty fucking uniform, but I'm sure it's because of this. But there's no room for a tail. To fasten off. Well, no. I was gonna say on their pictures, looks like it got a little pink. I don't know. Okay. Am I gonna take this down? Am I gonna take this down? No, I'm really not. Fuck. I really don't want to take this down, mostly because I'm not even going to cut it, because I'm going to use this yarn for something else, and that's not granny squares. So let's just talk about it. I know. All right, this is what we're left with. And like I said, I'm not cutting this because I'm going to use this skein for something else. But for the most part, my review on this yarn with the instructions on the website, using the recommended size hook, leaving the amount of tail they said to leave, I would give this yarn I like how Tony from TL Yarn Crafts rates things out of hooks, like 1 through 10 hooks. So maybe I'll do yarn balls. So on a scale of 1 to 10 yarn balls, I would give it an 8. Even though we didn't get where we needed to, we could have. If the yarn was a smidget, it was always just a smidget too short. After we got to row 1, 2, 3 is where we ran into a little bit of problems. I could have tightened up in the beginning, and I wasn't frogging this to keep doing it to make the tension tighter because it was hurting my hands a little bit. A beginner following the written pattern on the Yarnspirations website, they also had a video, but I didn't need the video at all. It's on here. Reading this is fine. It's more so for this vest. It shows you how to make the square, but it's more so like to make this vest work for you. But it does give you the graph as well if you're into reading them like that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I didn't want to see it that little. I never look at the patterns like that for real. If I do, I would like type it up or find it online, which I did. Reading it online is super duper beginner friendly. I don't know what they say that this is, but I would say it's super beginner friendly because they're even telling you how to make a chain, how to make a double crochet, all in there. There's a picture for every single thing it tells you to do. Every single thing has a picture. For one skein, you should be able to get 14 squares out of it. I feel like that's awesome for the size of this. That's awesome. People were saying like, oh, I don't usually do 3 chains in the corners, and I would say same. I don't usually do 3 chains in the corners. I also don't do a chain 1 in between, but I mean, it looks fine. A granny square is a granny square is a granny square. So the way that the yarn feels, the way that any red heart yarn feels to me, it's rough compared to other yarns you could be using, but I still like red heart. It has a time and a place for it. So for the all-in-one square, I say yes. I say yes to that. So 8 out of 10 would recommend, if you have a bit of patience. If you're just gonna bust them out, if you are really good at, you know, calculating your gauge and all that, I'm sure you would have an awesome time doing this and just busting them out. I don't. I kind of just go with the vibe. If something ends up too big, then it ends up too big. It depends on what I'm making. So I do recommend this. Thank you guys for watching and following along with me. Follow me on socials. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok will all be linked below. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you back soon. Bye.